Just like that.
Whew, just like that, we're live. Gosh, this will get easier, I promise. This will
I
get
don't
easier.
know about that.
This is going to get easier. Hey, everybody. John Kromm here with my wife, Shannon.
Hi, guys. Happy to be here.
We are doing, this is only our third episode, so be nice to us. We're live here talking about all things Central Oregon. This is called What's Happening in Central Oregon. So it's our little live stream, kind of podcasty style videos where we try to just kind of bring a bunch of attention to some of the new and happening things that are coming to the area. We're both in real estate. We sell real estate. If you've seen our channel before, you guys understand that. But we also, there's a lot of value in telling our audience about what's coming. So
yeah, like we have some big developments that are coming to Bend. We have some big stores that are coming to Bend. Well, not really coming to Bend, but moving around Bend.
Right.
That will heavily affect certain areas of town. So we just thought you would like to know.
That's right. So before we get into some of that stuff, we want to know from you guys, kind of where are you guys from? So where are you watching from? I'll put that up there down below. Let us know where you guys are watching from, because that helps us kind of understand our audience a little bit better.
Yeah, it's all about you.
It's all about you. So in most of our other videos that we do, that we put out every week, every Thursday, we get a lot of people that are tuning in from out of the area. So if you're tuning in from out of the area, let us know where you're from. If you're here, in town, that's actually kind of what we think that these particular kinds of live stream videos will appeal to just a little bit more, because it'll be like what's actually going on in town in real time as soon as we start doing these more often.
Yeah, for sure.
So
where are you from?
Yeah, let us know down below. We didn't schedule this. We didn't give anybody advance notice.
Nope. Surprise! Here we are.
We're live. So we have been doing a little bit of shimmying around in our office and changing things up. And we've got another desk in here so we can kind of work out of here a little bit more, as well as shoot. And we wanted to do this podcast, a week ago? And then 2 weeks ago? And a month ago?
Yeah.
So we said, you know what? Let's just do it right now.
Life happens. You get busy.
All right. So we are committed to doing these more often.
Yes.
Moving on.
Full on commitment.
Moving on. All right. So what's our first topic today that we're talking about?
The good old Costco.
Yeah. Costco.
Finally happened.
Finally happening. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see here. I'm going to pull up our screen here. We've got a couple of stories that we just want to talk about. There we go. Well, actually, this is a little drama that we're going to build into this. You see, Costco has now been completely approved. So I just, put the cart ahead of the horse, but Costco has now been officially approved to move over to the north side of town. But there was a point in time, gosh, in November, it was that long ago, where they were threatening to pull out because the city of Bend has some new parking restrictions. They're actually not restrictions. They're actually parking. You can't have too much parking. The city of Bend is restricting parking. Regulations against, they are regulations, I guess, because they're working on making the city transportation. They want more people biking and walking and getting around that way. And so they're actually reducing and getting rid of parking restrictions or parking requirements. So what ultimately will happen is that, some areas will become more congested because there isn't parking. And I think that the hope is that people will just get frustrated and ride their bike. Well, Costco asks for some number of parking lot spaces, and the city of Bend said, that's too many. So Costco said, fine, they're out. They threatened to pull out of the deal. And fortunately, requests for over 300 extra parking spaces above the city's maximum limits for a property of that size. So they needed more parking. The city said, you don't need that much more parking. Fortunately, the city kind of caved, and Costco gets the green light. It's going to include a car wash and a gas station. What are your thoughts?
It's just exciting because I love Costco. Also, on our previous podcast, you'll see that's where those roundabouts that we were talking about will help the flow of traffic for the new Costco.
Yeah.
And, a bigger, better Costco is always good. It's our regular go-to.
And what most people have the luxury of that we don't here in Central Oregon is Costco gas.
Yes.
I don't know how long the line's going to be, but
Mhm.
I'm down. I'm in.
It's totally worth it. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, the Costco. Actually, here's another interesting thing we just found out about. Our principal broker actually knew the agent that was responsible for helping to broker this deal, and I think it was. I can't remember if she said. I want to say she said that
It was like 20 years.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
This whole plan has been. It was an option. You know, it was an option. Like the developer had the land leased as an option, and it's taken them 20 years of blood, sweat, and tears to put it all together.
Simplify it. Yeah.
And it should actually be closing this, like this month, I think, by the end of the month.
Something like that, yeah.
And they'll be able to break ground. They should be able to break ground on this before the end of the year, which is just insane to me.
Yeah.
So.
And there's going to be some residential in that area too.
Yeah, let's see. There's a line down here. I don't know if you can read it. It'll include a Costco store, housing, and other retail, courtesy of Powell Development Company. I'm not super sure on what that's going to be yet, but we'll find out and probably be able to report back on that at some point in another one of these little live podcast episodes. So, all right, let's see here. What's the next thing we should talk about? Let's go into new development approved for the north side. Oh, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Back to us for a second. Hi. What are we talking about on the north side development? You know what it's called?
Oh, is this Caraway?
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to talk about Caraway. So,
which is actually, if you go back to that previous,
we want.
I mean, you can kind of see it here on this map right here, like with this Costco.
Yeah.
No, actually you can't. So if you go back to that other bulletin ad that you had, and you go down, like this is a great view actually.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
the Costco is like the northeast corner of this picture right here. If they can, up there. Yeah. So this is another thing that will be impacted by that Costco, and the whole northern end of town is going to be.
It's 150 acres, both housing and commercial development. And I mean, I don't know if it's on this side of the road. It's showing this right now. I would have to look a little bit deeper into the maps and stuff about it. Oh, there's a map right there, but I'm not sure if it's got it outlined. But I mean, it was the KOA. There was a KOA there for a long time. There, I mean, like 20 years ago, there was thought that what was it? Super Walmart was going to go in, and then they just redeveloped their actual Walmart.
I mean, there's also talk that we're supposedly getting a Fred Meyer on that end of town.
Yep.
Which I hear yes and no on the Fred Meyers.
So this is actually was now purchased and is going to be developed. It's called the Caraway, and it's going to be done by Polish Homes. So Polish Homes is going to bring in a whole bunch of development here. They've got a whole bunch of kind of mixed use. City Council approved preliminary plans for more than 500 units of housing within Caraway. However, there's also a bunch of commercial lots and land there that they're going to have as well. And actually some of it is actually owned by investors of Polish that they're going to have their own, commercial stuff going on there. So this is going to be housing. It's also going to be some commercial. I'm actually kind of excited about it because I think that, A, we have a housing crisis here. We need more housing in general. B, it's bringing homes to that side of town, to that area, which I think is needed.
It's also beautifying that side of town.
Yeah, it's been kind of vacant and barren for a while there.
Do you like Caraway seeds? Sorry.
I
digress.
Is that those are the little ones that are in like rye bread?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, nothing to me says rye like Caraway.
I do not like it. It tastes like licorice to me.
That's true. Fair point. Let's see. Anything else in here? We've already talked about this a little bit. More than 500 housing units. That's interesting. That's good to know. 77 are going to be deed restricted affordable units. Affordable housing is obviously a big issue here in Central Oregon. And so That's probably, I'm sure that's what the city is making them do, is have those affordable units there. But the reality is that, you have to have a certain income level in order to qualify for the affordable units. There's also going to be it looks like 100 and almost 200 multifamily units. And then 333 lots for single family homes and 68 lots for townhomes. So this will be more of a master plan community.
Yes.
Like we said before, in a lot of the other neighborhoods, Easton, Petrosa, stuff like that, like 500 units is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually great. So the only part about this that we haven't discussed yet is that the city council needed to actually approve and annex in that land to the UGB. And like I said, we planned this podcast out a long, long time ago. We never got to it. So let's see, this was slated for August 30th was when this particular article came out. The city council did, I believe, a couple of weeks later in mid-September, they did approve the UGB expansion. So now it is official. This is happening.
Yeah.
All right. So that's exciting. Moving on, which we talk. Let's see. Let's go to here. Another Polish development. Another Polish development coming up is it's not really a development yet. This is interesting because
this is.
Should we pull up a map? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do this time with map. Excuse us. We're looking over at our stuff over here. Here we go. I'll share the screen here. So let's find it here. Get over all these tags. Oh, go on, get out of here. Right in here, we've got a bunch of. It's right in here. This is a bunch of irrigation district land right in here, if you'll see this. Okay. Brookswood's right here. This is actually an irrigation area right here that used to be exposed. They've since actually covered it and made it a walking trail. And this is like COID, Central Oregon Irrigation District land right here, is actually nearing the final approval for being purchased by Polish Homes. Let's go to that. Let's see if I can find that. Irrigation district plans to sell land in Bend, draws near completion. So this is some of that irrigation district land like we talked about right here. This is the irrigation district's deal with the Bend-based home builder comes 6 years after the two-party reached an initial agreement over the piece of prime real estate near the Deschutes River. The agreement could be complete within a few months, per the irrigation district general manager. So it's really kind of interesting here. It's 142 acres right here.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is prime real estate in the middle of town.
Yes.
And what people need are homes. And so Polish has been, it's one of those things for me. Like I kind of thought, okay, between Easton and Petrosa and everything,
Caraway.
all of Caraway. I mean, they've got so much going on right now, but we still need more homes. And this is prime real estate right in the middle of town. There is a lot of backlash. You can just hear about it in town from time to time. That people don't want this land to be developed.
They don't want it to be developed because a lot of people walk the trails through there. They walk their dogs through there. It's kind of a nature preserve almost kind of area. A lot of homes are around that area. It is right above the old mill. It is prime real estate. Like walkers, joggers, bike riders, mule deer, songbirds.
Exactly.
All make their home there.
Yep. So the problem is there's a lot of people that are not happy about that. However, again, we're still in a bit of a land crunch as far as being able to build and provide housing for people, right? So here's another interesting story about this. There's actually, let's see if I can find it here. Nope, doesn't look like it. There is this is hilarious. Let's go back to the map for a second. Check this out. Across the river, this is the Mighty Deschutes River here. Across the river over here is Mount Bachelor Resort, Mount Bachelor Village. There's actually a view easement that is granted to Mount Bachelor Village over here across the way, across the canyon, because this is all nice and beautiful trees and stuff right now. There is a view easement that lasts until 2034. So even if, wrong one. darn it, where are we going? Here we are. Even if they're ready to start working on this, they can't. Here it is right here. Even if a deal is completed tomorrow, Polish still needs to wait a decade before it can build on the property because Mount Bachelor Village Resort has a view easement on the land that is valid until 2034. No, wild?
A view easement.
Yeah. I mean, they have solar setbacks and there's all kinds of easements out there. But it's really interesting. Now, I also read...
they control the other side of the river. Like, that is an impressive easement.
That's an impressive easement.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So anyway, that is, I find that very interesting. Now, I also read another article that said that there's, I guess maybe it's 140 acres, that there's about 80 acres that applies to. So that means there's still maybe another 60 acres that doesn't apply to. So,
like the stuff that's closest to the river and stuff like that.
They will probably have the ability to start building some homes, if not a lot of homes immediately. And then the rest would happen by 2034. So I know, I think
I want a view easement.
It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. So anyway, that's something that's going to happen, eventually. All right. So let's see. Next thing. Check the comments real quick. No comments. Cool. Because nobody knows we're doing this today. Whoop. New developments coming soon. This one will be fun, maybe to us because we're development nerds. Because we're nerds about that. Because the only cool stuff we have to show are plat maps. But let's go ahead and take a look. The first one. First one we want to talk about, down here, Grand Meadow. Now,
this isn't sharing.
I know. Grand Meadow, I was going to get to that.
No, they don't. No.
Grand Meadow is right across from, what was the other one? What do we call it? Glen Meadow?
Glen Meadow.
Vista Meadow, Glen Meadow. It's, we actually talked about it in one of our other ones, I believe. Let's go back to here. Let's go to here. The city view. Pull this guy up. Okay, Grand Meadow, for those of us who are paying attention here, is up here. Glen Vista. Obie Riley, Glen Vista. Right here, Vista Meadow. This is a brand new neighborhood right here. Stonebridge Builders has built this out, and they built it out fast. It was actually, we sold one of the homes in here, like right about here. I think it was one of the best deals in Bend, but those homes sold fast.
Yeah, they did.
Now we have
large square foot homes.
Oh, let's go back to
most of them. All of them have.
Yeah, this is it right here. You can see it.
Offices. Yeah, it hasn't even been updated.
Yeah. But now this little chunk right here that we're showing is now the next one, which is called Grand Meadow. So go back over here, talk about this. You can see the final plat. Oh, that's a narrative. Final plat here.
Yeah.
Pop that guy open. And this is what we've got. Looks like 24 lots. Right in here, this is Glen Vista Road. The other adjacent neighborhood would be across the street right there. This is Obie Riley Road right this way. There's going to be a lot of nice homes right in here. In fact, what they're building right now, I think they've got a couple going right here along this road, and they have a few going back here. I think it's lot 19 and 18. These are actually great ones right now because they actually they're on Roper Lane. They face the other neighborhood just across the street. We talked about right here, which is a really nice neighborhood and a nice little quiet, private little area. So
yeah, this isn't like a huge through street. Roper, you're not going to have a lot of traffic on it. What's great about this neighborhood, this little pocket of, this little area is that if you continue down Glen Vista Road, you're going to go to Riley Ranch Reserve. You have all these little hobby farms down this road, and it's just really quiet, and the word tranquil comes to my mind. But what's wonderful is you jump right back on Obie Riley Road and you're still in the heart of the town. And you can get to all of the amenities that you need, but you're also kind of in a little pocket of peace and quiet.
It is, you're right. It is so quiet back in this area right here. I mean, Obie Riley's got some traffic on it, it does, but Glen Vista doesn't. I mean, there's only a handful of homes that live back here. Unless you're going to Riley Ranch Reserve, which is
a phenomenal
literally
park.
The best kept secret in Bend. Someone's going to comment later and be like, you just exposed it.
Yeah.
But then again, look at all the activity that's right over here. I mean, this is, Trader Joe's is right here. I mean, this is Crumble Cookie. I mean, this is, you're so close to everything that you need. It's just a really sweet pocket right here. Okay. So
I love that pocket.
Yeah. We're running over time here. So let's move on. Sky Vista. Sky Vista is another Stonebridge neighborhood. Hang on, let me go here. Go right here. Sky Vista is going to be directly across the street from Mountain View High School on the east side. Let's go ahead and pull that up right quick. Let's head. Mountain View. I just saw it. There we go. Boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
You're really good at that.
Okay. This right here, which was some kid's playground, it looks like
a dirt track.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is now going to be a neighborhood called Sky Vista. And I'm going to open a billion tabs because it's easier that way than closing old ones. Sky Vista. And let's go to the plot name, plans, tentative subdivision plans. Sure, let's take a look at it. Hopefully
what I like about Stonebridge is that they build a larger square footage home that has its earth advantage, and they normally have offices or dens in them, which is really nice for people that work from home.
Yeah.
And their finishes are really nice too. So
Stonebridge builds a great home. I think, I think Polish and Stonebridge they both build really great homes. And what's cool about both of those builders is they have different tiers.
Yes.
They can build in Discovery West and build $600 a square foot, just this insane, amazing home. Mm-hmm. And then they can also build more affordable homes.
Yeah.
As we've seen on the east side. Now, I haven't seen any pricing numbers yet on Sky Vista, but being that it is on the east side, I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit more on the affordable side. So anyway, here we have.
What about this one, number 4?
Whoa, yeah, what is that? Wow.
Oh, not that one. Oh, here we go. This is the one.
This is better. This is the deal here. So actually, it's going way back here further than I thought. What, 51, 55, 56, 60, 65, 65.
Yeah, I originally heard 70, so they must have had to shimmy it down.
70 homes coming in here. That's going to be really 65, 70 homes in here. It's going to be really great. You can see here we've got looks like, again, it's a little hard to say, but these are obviously going to be front loaded. Well, maybe not.
These ones are probably going to be.
I think these ones here might be alley loaded back here because they're going to be front facing there. I'm not sure what they're going to do there.
Yeah.
But in either case, that's going to be a really cool development. That they've been breaking ground on it. I'm there twice a week because our kid's playing football across the street at his flag football. But I've seen this. They've been moving dirt over there like crazy. So that's definitely a cool neighborhood coming up. It's going to bring 65 new homes.
Right across from Mountain View High School.
Yep. It's going to be
it's going to be
great area. Okay. The 8. This one's actually kind of funny because we have this in Discovery West. We have this little cottage community called the 9. And I happened to be driving by and I saw this. This is called the 8. And I was like, how about that? There's the 8. There's the 9. Exterior elevations on site. Oh man, where's the plans? Grading and drainage. I don't want that. Maybe we won't get to look at this. Submitted documents. Plans, floor plans, architectural site plans, renderings. Let's see what renderings looks like. Ooh, check it out. That's going to look awesome on the live stream. These are the 8. This is right in the old mill. Mm-hmm. These are, I believe it's 4 townhomes, 4 basically duplex, like 2 of them that are made. Actually, it kind of looks like they're all together. When I was driving by, you could see the foundations. It looked like individual ones, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, these are going to be really, really cool.
There's a space right here.
We don't have a whole lot. Yeah, there's actually could be one just big unit. Yeah, maybe I'm
wrong. Like this guy. He's picking up his dog poop.
Thank you.
I used to have that car.
And we used to have that car. Yeah, look at that. So these are going up in the old mill. I think these are going to be freaking awesome. I think these are going to be really, really rad. Like we said,
he's almost home.
It's kind of in the.
I'm sorry.
No, you're great. You're a legend. So anyway, these are coming up. These obviously look really good here on these renderings. So we're excited about those. I have no information on the pricing, on anything on that.
Pricing, when they'll be completed, don't have any of that. But what's cool about this location is that you're right above the old mill, so you can hear all the concerts. You can walk to the box factory. You can walk to the old mill. You can walk down to the river and paddleboard and then walk home. It is a pretty amazing location.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get much better than that.
I agree. Okay. Tall lines. We're talking about tall line?
Tall line. Let's do it.
We're probably going to have to do a more scripted video on tall line in the future that's a little bit more specific, because as we started looking into this, we didn't realize we don't have a whole lot of information on this at the moment. But, sorry, let's pull it up here. Tall line. What is
it's on the west side of town. It used to be, what was it, a gravel pit?
Mm-hmm.
And it was purchased. It's being developed. Where's your
working on it?
Working on it. So they're planning to have homes available 2024, spring 2024, which is coming up very, very fast. Last time we heard, there was Curtis that will be building there in structure. I'm currently trying to get some more updated info, because builders change for each development, whether they can still commit once the actual ground has been ready.
Oh, let's go ahead and let's talk about where this is. We can find it. I think we might be able to find it. I'm not good at it anymore. Just kidding. There.
Yeah, boom.
There. Even says Curtis Homes right there.
Yep.
So this is actually they're putting in a roundabout right here. They've just completed a roundabout right here, and this, for the most part, is going to be tall line in this area right here. So it comes into the backside of Aubrey Glen. I mean, look how much space they've got back here. There's a ton. And I think that the plans that we have right here are only the first phase, which is just right in here.
Yeah.
But this is going to be, another West Side neighborhood. Between Structure and Curtis, they build, fantastic
I want to say
homes.
there was like 2 other builders. I just don't want to say their names if it's not still confirmed.
Yeah.
They do have a website that has not a lot of information on it right now. But I'm assuming once things get a little bit closer, they're going to be updating that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's exciting. Obviously, there's some of the greatest builders we've got here in Central Oregon are going to be building out that neighborhood. So it's exciting. It's another. And honestly, it's kind of one of the last chunks on the west side that even can be developed. There's a lot of high-end homes over on the west side. A big chunk. And it's a big chunk. Yeah. So forever, I've always heard, I've been hearing this for 10 years being in real estate. We're like, well, the west side's done. It's all backed up to forest land. You can't develop anymore. And then seemingly these little chunks of land, pockets of land keep popping up. So this time. It's one of the last chunks of land to be developed on the west side. So you say.
What's awesome about this location, it is right up the street or down the street, whichever way you're coming from, to Shoveling Park.
Oh yeah.
Which is glorious.
Right
it's that
here.
beautiful little green belt right there.
And actually, I just talked about this the other day. This is the gateway to nature.
To nature. Yes.
Yeah. So
it's beautiful.
Anyway, tall line's coming soon. If you want more information on it, feel free to reach out. We'll do what we do. We'll do some digging for you. All right. Last one we're talking about, which is good because we got to go pick up our kids from school, is Meridian.
Which is a polished development.
Go figure. Go figure. They're everywhere. All right. They are. And
we're going to the east side.
It is. We're going back to the east side. We are going to, where is it? Petrosa. Oh my gosh. Where
there's
are we?
Petrosa right there. Butler, right here.
Oh, Huh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because it's not really developed out yet.
Yeah. Come on, Google, update.
I know, we do. See, you can see roads like cutting across here. That's like, that's not really a road.
I mean, Petrosa is already developing all the way out to Nipper already.
Yeah, back up to here.
Yeah.
So this is Petrosa. This entire block here is Petrosa. They're still working on getting their satellite imagery fixed up. And then down here.
Right here.
This little square
this little farm no longer exists. It's all dirt now and being blasted. Wow, they don't even have
Murata. What's going on?
Updated.
We need to get a satellite over on the northeast side of Bend. Yeah, right here. It's just a little pocket. That's what we have. And let's see if I can find do this again. We've got a few homes in here. Now, again, this is Polish. This is another chunk of land that they found, that they bought up, and they're going to put some homes on it. So it's great because, again, we are in desperate need of housing in general. Where's the plans? Preliminary street preservation. Preliminary plat. There we go. This is the one that'll give us the goods. Preliminary plat. Boom. And this is it right here. This is what we got. Looks like, how many do you count there? 45? 45 homes.
Oh, we got a 51 over here.
51. Wow. 51 homes coming
phase 2
across the street. You're right. Coming across the street from Petrosa in this tiny little chunk of land that you wouldn't even think you could put 51 homes on, but they're going to do it. And it's great. I would suspect that they're probably going to be a little bit more affordable perhaps than the ones that they have across the street at Petrosa, simply because Petrosa has all of these extra amenities like the pool and the parks and the, fitness centers and all of the stuff that they have there.
Yeah.
And
but you can live across the street and still go to all the restaurants and the shopping and all that kind of stuff. And then get a best friend in Petrosa and help with the pool.
I don't know that we should say that out loud, but yeah, that's a good idea. Get a friend in Petrosa so you can use the pool. Yeah. So that is another little chunk of land. And that's, again, that one's dirt. They're all of these neighborhoods. Yeah. Right. All of them are either have one or two homes on them that are going because Grand Meadow did, or
Grand Meadow. That's the only one that has houses.
Us. There we go. Or the dirt's already been moved. I mean, they're putting infrastructure in. They're going to be doing that all throughout the winter if they're not already done. And I think that we're going to see a lot of homes coming on the market next spring. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
All good things.
All good things. All right. This is normally where we'd ask for your questions, but I don't think anybody's watching live because we didn't tell anybody we're doing this live. But it was fun. I enjoyed this more. Yeah. This was a little bit easier for me than the first two times.
The first 2 times.
Hey guys.
Third time's charm.
Third time's a charm. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. We're going to try to continue to do these live streams where we bring you real up-to-date live information. We've got some stories that we want to continue to get through, and then we want to actually be able to tell you about more current things. We've known about this stuff forever, but we want to be able to bring that, more to your attention. So stay tuned for more live streams that we'll have coming out. And as always, the whole thing, subscribe, give us a comment, like the video. And if you ever have need for real estate professionals,
we'd love to help you out.
We'd love to help you out. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next week, or probably like on Thursday when we release our next video. Whatever. Yeah. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.